If you were around in 2020 for the last halving in May 11, you knew, if you knew, that cryptocurrency was about to go absolute parabolic. And brother, what we're seeing right now in the market, if you look at most coins, you're getting a little bit excited, you're getting a little bit, is the bull run about to start? Because you're seeing Bitcoin up 7% and 11% in the last 7 days. You're seeing Ethereum up 4%, and what you're probably going to see, you're seeing Solana up 33%, is the money start to roll over. And we're going to talk about this in a second. We're going to talk about some coins that I think you need for the bull run in the 2024's halving. But what you're going to start to see is you're going to probably get a little bit FOMO, because you're going to start to see Bitcoin go up, you're going to start to see Ethereum go up, you're going to see all this crap start to go up, and you're already seeing it right now. The money's starting to roll over. Chainlink up 26%. I mean, Bitcoin Cash 15%. Like, what the fuck is this trash? Polkadot 3%. You're going to see money start to roll down in these altcoins, and you're going to see some crazy pumps, and you're already seeing that right now. I mean, MNT 17%. I mean, Bitcoin SV 63% in a week. Now, I don't want you guys to get excited. I don't want you guys to start FOMO in. It's very exciting because we've been in this downtrend for so long, and we're going to talk about what we see in the charts, where we think it could go. But regardless, just remember this: May 11, 2020. Because if you look back here at the halving, if I try and get the exact date, it's not going to be possible, but it's like the Gordon Gauge indicator that we used called it fucking perfectly, and then it was plain sailing. Now, what you're seeing right now on the Gordon Gauge, if you are looking at it and tracking it on it, you're seeing the exact same thing happen again. Seeing the exact same thing. We've just got a confirmation of a green a couple of days ago, and we are potentially going. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's a fake pump. I think spot ETF and all that kind of news that came out, especially with Ethereum, I think this is just a fake pump. I do think we still have not lower lows. I do think we're coming back to 25k, 22k. We might not, but my bag's already filled. So the best piece of advice I can give you is rule number one is, hey, look at the market and start saying, oh my God, okay, we're starting to pump a little bit. We're not off to the races yet, because the next halving is in 2024. And that is when I truly believe Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other altcoins that we love and talk about on this channel are going to go absolute parabolic. So you can get excited about this, but if you're buying this, and when you weren't buying down here, and if you zoom out, and if you weren't buying anything in this crash, any coin, if you look at Ethereum, it's not got a confirmation on the green, but if you weren't buying Ethereum back here, and you're starting to buy it just because it's had like 4 or 5 green days in a row, you've got the wrong mindset, brother. You've got the wrong mindset, because that is ultimately pure FOMO. It's like, okay, we're gone now. But you should have just been DCN, in my opinion. That's what's going to serve you well by the 2025 proper bull run. These little pumps are nice. If you are a day trader or a swing trader, month by month or week by week, fair enough. That's a different game, right? You're playing a different game. But if you are the DCA investor, the hodl portfolio dude that just wants to, get that 10x, 20x if you can, and just do well, get out your job and start something online or whatever you guys want to do, you shouldn't be getting excited about this, right? It is exciting, but if you're putting your real money behind this is how you will get shaken out. You will 100%, because what will happen is you're going to buy right now when the pump's already been gone. It's going to retrace in the next week or 2 weeks or the next month or so. It's going to be lower than what you bought it at, and you're going to be like, well, this isn't how I thought it would go. I thought we were off to plain sailing. I thought Bitcoin now hits 150k, Ethereum we're on to 10k. It doesn't work like that. It works like that after the halving on history. That's all we can compare it to. And right now, we're still we're nowhere near the halving, which is good, by the way. I know a lot of us that filled our bags a long time ago. We're like, okay, we're ready to go. We're ready to hit that 100k. We're ready to hit that millionaire stats now. Whatever your goals are, whatever you've fueled into your bags. Yeah, bro, it's a long time away. It's still like 6, 7, 8 months until we're really in the fucking jungle. And right now, we're just preparing. Right now, it's just, we're in the barracks. We've got the machine guns ready, and we're just patrolling, right? We're not ready to fight. But the investor that is the Jeffrey investor that's buying right now and sells when it goes back down to here, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it likely will, because it doesn't go up forever unless we're in a proper bull run after the halving. you can't be playing that game, because chances are you are barely going to make any money in the actual bull run, because you've already sold, bought, and then life comes into play. The wife is shouting at you, it's like, why have you wasted all our money? We need this for rent. We want to go on holiday. And then you're just like fucked. You're just fucked, especially if you're earning 95. So if you earn the 95, like 95% of you guys are, what you have to do is just ignore this. This is just noise, right? What you want to do is you want to zoom out and you want to say, right, when was the last halving? What happened? How can I take advantage of it? Well, the halving was called pretty much perfectly. What happened? Bitcoin went crazy, Ethereum went crazy, then our small caps went crazy. Go back to 2017, it's the exact same game. It's pretty much always spot on, and that's why I'm so confident of the 2024 bull run. No matter what everybody says, I'm not going to give you the exact months. I think it will start 3 to 6 months actually after the halving. But if you are just filling your bags by then, and that's when you're like, okay, that's when I'll start buying, you, brother, are going to fucking regret that so much, because we have to start DCing now, and that's the game. So I want to get rid of the halving. We're going to talk about some coins that I think are going to set yourself up. But regardless, this is great news for Bitcoin, right? It's nice to see it in our portfolios. Ethereum hasn't got the confirmation yet, but it's nice to see that, especially if we're holding some Ethereum. If you look at render, I don't think I'm going to get the dollar render that I would have liked, because we're now pretty much at $2 at the time of recording. You have a confirmation in the green, which is great to see if you're trading this. And obviously the green coin that every YouTuber is talking about, I just can't stand this coin at the moment, Casper. The beautiful Casper. Not that it's a bad coin, it's just like I've seen so many videos in this coin. It's just like people are just milking this coin now. I'm good, bro. I understand what it is. I'm okay. I don't need to hear about it again. But again, it's a nice confirmation, and I think it's now almost all new time highs again. But again, if you're buying this right now, yeah, fair enough for the next bull run, but it's like you're pretty much buying at peak prices, which I would never recommend doing. It's always risky. Because if you look at previous peak time highs, you got wrecked a little bit, then you went again, which is nice, but this thing needs to cool off, man. Like this, it has to cool off eventually, and it definitely will. I'm not saying the next bull run's going to, this kind of go in the next bull run 100%, but let this thing cool off a little bit, man. Just let it cool off. Build up a little position if you want, fair enough, but let it cool off. So just keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about some coins that I think could do well, but I also want to bring something up as well on Twitter, which I think is very important. I posted this literally like 20 minutes ago or an hour ago, whatever. If you aren't following me, Mr. Jake Gordon, do not follow the scam accounts. Make sure it's this account. All the other ones are scams. They're not me. They're trying to take your money. I don't want your money. I have enough. I'm good. Now, phase one, Bitcoin. When you look at phase one, you see this in go back and look at the charts in every single market. And this is the chart that I will keep bashing to you guys until the next bull run. I'm going to keep bashing this because it's so important. If you just understand this, you will turn that 5k into 50k into 100k. You will do what you need to do, right? If you can just understand this. Now, you can take this too far, and we call this a lily pad method. So let's just break it down. If you are new to this, and if you've seen this before, fair enough, but you need to be reminded of this. So phase one, Bitcoin starts to go. Now, you know what's funny, brother, is we've seen that, right? So Bitcoin goes first, and this is not even in the bull run. So think of this as just what's happening right now in a bear accumulation market. So in the bull run, you're really going to see in this in full force. It's going to be like, oh, Jake showed me this chart or this photo 50 times. Now I can see it. But if you're just saying that now I can see it in the bull run, you're probably too late. So you need to get familiar with this chart. I just urge you to download this or have it as your background or just get it somewhere, because it'll keep you enforced. We're talking about real money here. We're not here just fucking playing with potato chips on the casino. Like, this is real effing money, right? It's your future. It's not mine. I understand this. I'm good. But if you want to get out that 9 to 5, all you need to do is understand this and obviously take your profits, right? You guys should already know how to do that, but just understand this. So phase one, Bitcoin will go first. The big flow of money moves into Bitcoin and it goes crazy, right? And we're seeing that right now with Bitcoin. If we talk about Bitcoin and just in this, it's not even I keep saying this, but it's not even a bull market. Like, this is crazy for Bitcoin. We've added 3K. We've added $3,000. You know how much market cap that would be? It's a lot. Back here, 524. Back here, 585 billion. Right, so there's a lot of money coming to Bitcoin, right? But a lot of this is going to go down. This is, mark my words, this is going to go down. We're not off to the races yet, right? Cannot be happening yet. It's not. It's just there's 1% chance that it happens. So it's going to cool down. But if you're DCA, you're absolutely fine. Now, the phase overlap, money will flow into Ethereum, right? And we're seeing that as well. But it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. So once we get in the bull market, the proper bull market, right, we're going to see Ethereum go crazy because the Bitcoin money, people have took their profits. Now for me, this is where you can get a little bit ahead of yourself and you can be like, okay, maybe I've took this too far. But once you take your profits from the Bitcoin, bank some, guarantee some GBP, some USD, some actual cash. I know people say cash is trash, but cash is what you need if we're being honest, right? You need cash to pay the bills. You need cash to do shit that you want to do. We're not at the stage where we can, you can buy like houses and fucking supercars with Bitcoin, but we're not at the stage where we can go to the supermarket and buy some shit with our coins, right? And I wouldn't recommend that anyways, because if you're here for the long term, just bank satoshis, sats for the long term. But let's get some cash, because that was one thing I effed up in the last run, is I didn't take my cash. I had the coins, I ripped them up, I did the 10x, I did exactly what I was supposed to do, exactly what I said I would do, but I did not take the profits to the bank account, right? And obviously I put them in Celsius, the yield platform, and we all know how that went. So make sure you're banking profits immediately. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much to bank, but once you bank the initial profits from the Bitcoin to Ethereum, now we can have some fun, because this is where you can take a small amount of money. Let's say you have $1,000, and I really urge you guys, if you can only get $1,000 in the next 6 to 8 months, like I've bashed on for the last year or so, you're doing something wrong. If you can only get $1,000 in the market, I wouldn't touch cryptocurrency, to be honest. I would use that $1,000 to go and invest in yourself and like find something you can do as a business online, go and flip some stuff on eBay. You can really just invest in yourself. Is going to be the best bit, because cryptocurrency, you're not going to find that next 1,000,000 X coin. I promise you it's not going to happen. And if it does, shoot me a DM. I'd love to interview you, because it's just not going to happen. I'm just being honest. Like, you just playing it, it's just too risky, in my opinion, and you're just wasting your time. So bank cash, right? You should be coming into the market, I think, absolute minimum of $5,000 before the next halving. And again, if you can't do that and you're writing in the comments right now, I don't care. I just think it's a necessity. It's so much easier to get the $5,000 and play with that and play a good market to get 50k to 100k by the next bull run when it's finished, than to just chase a one coin for like $1,000. Just get the cash first. It's going to be so much better. You need to get cash. Put the Bitcoin into Ethereum. You've banked some profits to the bank account, and then what you do is you ride some Ethereum. So, because what will happen is, and we've seen this in the last bull run and 2017, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, right? So we're riding, I call it the lily pad method. I don't know if I invented that, but I call it like, we jump from Bitcoin, we jump to Ethereum, right? Now, you don't have to buy the Bitcoin. You can skip this phase. A lot of people with the smaller money will just do the large caps, the Altseason. But if you want to just copy this formula, it'll get you there. It'll get you there. Now, full disclaimer before we get into the large caps and we talk about some coins as well. A lot of people can get this twisted, especially if you're brand new, and this is why I don't fully recommend it to everybody if they're brand new, or I don't fully recommend it to their 100% portfolio, because what they'll do is they'll buy some Bitcoin, they'll buy some Ethereum, right? And then let's just say the coin that they wanted to buy, Render, for example, just starts going fucking crazy. What they'll do is they'll start buying Render when it's pumping. They'll miss the Bitcoin to Ethereum, the flow that we're talking about right now. They'll miss that. They'll go into Render, like, fuck, now I bought Render, Render's cooling off. Let's go back to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's already started to pump, and they're just buying tops, and they're actually just losing money, and they're missing all the gains, because you can't just buy the tops. Like, the spread is where the money is made, and that's when you roll over or bank the cash. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it can get a little bit confusing as you go through this, so I urge you to watch this video again. But I will make more videos like this, but it's just so important that you just understand this basic fundamentals of bear and bull markets, understanding when to buy, understanding how to sell, right? Because a lot of people talk about selling, but a lot of people haven't even tested their exchanges to their bank account. A lot of people are sitting there on like some exchanges that don't even let you withdraw to your bank account, right? So you know what happens after that? It's like, fuck, bull run happens, I'm shitting myself, because I'm like, oh, KuCoin doesn't let me sell to my bank account. Now I have to go to some exchange and then another exchange, and then it's like, fuck. You know, it's a very scary situation. So just as a quick interjection to the lily pad method. Test your exchanges, withdraw $10 right now. Does it go to the bank account? How long does it take? How much do you get? Is the fees good? Blah, blah, blah. Because if you haven't tested that, and if the fees are high, jump to another exchange. You should not be paying stupid fees. If you're using Coinbase, the normal version, bro, they wreck you in fees. I'll tell you that. They wreck you on fees. If you're selling to Coinbase and not Coinbase Pro, for example, and you're taking that to the bank account, you're going to pay like a 20% tax. They'll just wreck you because they'll wreck you on the coin that you're selling. Let's say you're selling Ethereum, and Ethereum's like $2,000. They'll give you a 195, right? And if you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're losing thousands of dollars. And then when you withdraw it to the account, so they F you on the actual coin value, and then they'll take like an extra 3 to 5% cut, sometimes even more. And that's thousands of dollars if you're up there, if you plan to do well in the next bull run. So get a good exchange and test it and make sure you can actually get the cash. So phase 2 Ethereum, that goes crazy. Bitcoin will cool off, and this is where money is flowing. This is the fun part, right? This is where it gets a little bit crazy, and you can start to feel cryptocurrency is in the air. Like I'm in Thailand right now. I know 2 words, Sadawi Kyap and Kyapung Kyap. I'm not going to know if the locals are talking about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but if I'm in the mall, for example, I'll start to see like crypto ads. Maybe crypto.com will start blasting Thailand, and I guarantee they will. You'll start to see on your local taxis, or you'll look at the big screens. They've got a lot of big screens out there, and you'll just start to see advertisements of these, like, not shit coins, because I like crypto.com, but you'll start to see like Flocky Inu. You remember that? If you remember Flocky Inu on the taxis, I don't know if you remember Flocky Inu taxi ads. Maybe it comes up, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, you'll start to see shit like this, bro. Like, and this is where it's like, okay, we're still in the race, we're still heated, there's still money to be made, there's still a lot of money to be made, but I'm nervous at this point. I'm very nervous at this point in the bull market, because I'm like, okay, now the herd is starting to get not educated, because this is not the right way. If you're buying a meme coin and it's already too late and you're seeing ads on it, like the money's already made. By the time these guys have ramped out the ads, etc., it's already too late. So what's the time you start seeing this? I think Pulse Chain was another one. Pulse Chain, taxi ads. I think they were even in the newspaper. Like, yeah, bro, Hex and everything. If you start seeing fucking shit like this in your local town, like in the big cities that you're in, or just, it's probably time to start like, okay, now we're getting serious. Profits should already be taken 20-40%. But I get nervous when I see this, because the last time, what I didn't understand is, I was like, okay, wow, we're just getting started. And that was pretty much not the peak, but maybe Bitcoin was 55k on the second recovery pump that we've seen. I was very, very excited, and I was like, okay, big Twitter accounts I follow, Michael Saylor's talking about 250k Bitcoin. Okay, well, I'll just sell at 175. I'm good, right? Well, no, we got fucking wrecked by that point. 69k was the peak, and yeah, we lost all the money because we went all the way down. We didn't technically lose it because we didn't sell. Apart from the Celsius stuff, we can't withdraw, but I get nervous when I see this stuff. So once you remember this, if you want to remember one thing, once you start seeing like this shit, right? This shit. Hex's price went up 11,500% in 129 days. Yeah, money's already been made, bro. Like, the normal investor is like, okay, well, if it's already done that, let me just put in $1,000 and I'll be a millionaire. It's too late. Okay, so once you start seeing that, understand that we're getting a little bit heated. Remember this part. Jake said we should probably take some profits. I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for you, right? And even if you don't like my message, etc., you're still watching this video 90 minutes in, just take the profits. Just do it for yourself and do it for your family, do it for your future self. Don't do it for me. I'm good. I'll be fine. Phase 3, large caps. So once Ethereum's gone, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic. Your XRP is going crazy. Your H bar is going crazy. Whether you like these coins or not, bro, just relax, man. We're just here to talk. You do this on your own coins. You don't have to like my coins. The cryptocurrency niche is so crazy, man. It's like, oh my god, you think H bar is going to bump? You are the devil. Relax, brother. It's okay. Okay, enjoy yourself, but get serious about this. You don't have to like my coins, right? There's a lot of hate in the cryptocurrency community. It's fucking wild, man. These keyboard warriors, bro, would never say shit in the real world. It's crazy. It's crazy. One of my buddies, I think the House of Crypto, like he's I love him, bro. He's an absolute G, but I was looking at his comments the other day, and people are going fucking crazy, and he's getting heated, bro. He's like replying to all these absolute fucking nerds that jack off all day, and like their girlfriend probably cheats on them. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. Just cryptocurrency community, just relax, bro. It's okay. We're all on the same team here. We all believe the same mission. If you don't like my coin, it's fine. You're going to be okay. Just don't invest in it, but still understand the same strategy, because it doesn't matter at this point, because everything is going crazy. I'm ranting a little bit, but I think it's a very important message. So your H-bar is going to be going crazy. Your QNT is going to be going crazy. And this is where it gets a little bit exciting, right? Because now we're starting to make some, because this is probably the coins you're investing in. Probably some of you guys are missing the Bitcoin and Ethereum because it's a little bit too high, etc., etc. So this is where you start to come in. And your coins have already been pumping, don't get me wrong, but these are just pumped first, remember that, right? And then it'll start to roll over. But your coins are still pumping. Don't forget about it. But now in the phase 3, here, that's where you're starting to see some stupid... I remember this vividly, brother. In 2021, it was just like I was waking up, and I used to have some of my coins in Trust Wallet, especially my Ethereum. And I would just see Ethereum, like, it would just be absolute wild. The percentages per day. I was like, this can't be real. But that wrecked my mentality, because that's when I thought... Because I never experienced a bear market before, and I got in not at the perfect time, but pretty much the perfect time with big lump sums of cash, right? Big lump sums of cash. But I didn't experience like what a bear market... I didn't even have I was just too arrogant. I didn't look back at any charts and be like, okay, well, it doesn't last forever. It doesn't last forever. And I guess that was me, but it is my fault. But I was looking at Michael Saylor and all these big accounts, and I was like, oh yeah, these guys have been in the game, especially BitBoy. He wasn't calling $1 million Bitcoin, but he was calling a minimum, I think, 150k, and I was just so new and naive. But I'm grateful for it, because getting wrecked, especially with real money, like, it does sting, right? There's not a lot of things that faze me, like if in the real world, if like, oh, I failed a gym set, or I didn't get that job back in the day, or a girl rejected me, I don't care. It's all fine, bro. I'll survive. But losing money is something that always pisses me off, and it hurts, it stings. So I'm grateful for that, because you get to grow as a person, and you learn, because you know how painful it is. Okay, you know how much it hurts. I get pissed off when I lose 10 bucks. 100 baht out here pisses me off. I'm like, where did that cash go? How did I lose it? I lose money all the time. But when you're losing tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in this cycle, and just not understanding why, and especially when you're the big people, not that you looked up to, but like, you know, the Michael Saylors, the Pomp, all these guys, like they promised you it was going so much higher, and it's our fault, right? It's our fault as a man. We should not. It doesn't matter what people say. Like, if it's our fault to be educated, and we shouldn't be influenced by this. But yeah, it hurts, man. But you learn a lot from that, and you're going to be so much better for the next bull run. And again, if it is your first rodeo, please take this message seriously, because you will be in the exact same situation if you don't understand this shit. If you think the things are just going to go up forever, you're going to have to wait till 2030, 2031, whenever the next bull run is, and that is a long time. Trust me, I'm in the thick of it right now. I'm patient. I'm already making a lot of cash. It doesn't really bother me, but I want to make more, because I like cash. That is what we do as a men. We collect cash and we provide. That's what I think the message should be. We got a lot of shit to do, right? We need money. It's fuel. We want more all the time, especially me. So cryptocurrency, I'll just 10x that. It's way faster, of course, but if you don't understand that, you're going to get absolutely wrecked. And I think it's so important just to be in that mentality of like, okay, it's not going to go up forever. We're kind of cheating. When you feel like you're cheating the system, that's another tip I'll give you. I thought like this was too easy, and I was like, wait, what? We're just like, money is just coming from everywhere. Like the portfolio was just going crazy. I was like, okay. I look back at that and I was like, I know when I feel like an explorer, I'm like, okay, well, it's time to at least get 40, 50, maybe even 60% now, okay? It's probably that time, because I felt like this is illegal. How is it possible? I'm just sitting here doing nothing. And it wasn't true. I did the research. I was informed to buy some stuff by my mate of mine at the time that was very in cryptocurrency. So I did the research. The knowledge came to me. So I was ahead of the game. So it wasn't like I was cheating the system. I just knew, but I didn't know how to get out. And that was the biggest lesson. So your large caps are going to go crazy. So all the little caps that you believe in, and this is when it gets to the kind of last phase where I might not be in this, right? Because my goal is 5 million, and I think I can probably hit it by this level. But I am a little bit of a degen to some degree, so I might keep a couple $100,000 in for this next phase, and I might roll over my HBAR profits, my QNT profits, whatever other coins that I have into phase 4. Now this is where some of you guys are unfortunately going to get wrecked. And if you can just understand this message, you won't, and you can take full advantage of it. So large caps have gone full vertical, and I mean like this. This. Not this. This is what happens up here. This is nice. This is cute. You'll make some money. But I mean this. It's gone, right? And we're spotting blow-off tops. What does a blow-off top look like? Well, if you just look at Bitcoin, for example, you kind of had two. Okay, this was very unique. It's the first time I've seen this. If you look at previous cycles, you didn't really see this. But you see this. It's a spike. It lasts a couple of days, right? And then it's gone. And I mean gone, and it will wreck you very, very fast. And your altcoins are going to go down way faster than this. If you look at XRP in 2017, that is a perfect example of a blow-off top. CoinMarketCap doesn't even give us it, and I can't be bothered going back on TradingView, but understand, it is up, right? You see how it went from, this is still vertical, by the way, this is still cool, but then we had some chill, and this is literally a couple days, you're up. Like from nothing, boom. That is a blow off top. But understand, it goes down just as fast. Okay? So you must be, once you see this, and you will on your altcoins, and it will go up even more. Gala Games is another one that went well for me, but profits were took into Celsius. So think about that though. Blow off top, right? Crazy. Once you start to see that, you need to be selling on the way up. If you're trying to time this perfectly, I wish you the best, but you're probably not that lucky. Mid caps, low caps, micro caps, all tend to pump around the same time. Everything's going crazy. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. So again, your bigger caps down the market cap. What are large cap shakes? Well, large caps are all this shit. Ignore the USDT and the USDC. Like if you look at Solana right now, 35%, I cannot believe that, man. And I've got some Solana, so I'm happy. But again, this is going to be nothing in terms of the next bull run. Trust me. So these are your large caps. These are going to be going crazy again. They're going to be outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum by miles. These guys are starting to cool off. They've still got some steam in them. But if you're buying Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point, God help you, brother. It's too late. You've missed out. You've missed out, and you've missed out on everything. You can still come and ride some memes, etc. But chances are you're going to be so new to the market that you're going to get wrecked. Every coin is going parabolic, regardless of fundamentals. Any coin with Inu, you remember this, like this shit. I know there's some Pulse fans out there. Come on, bro. Relax. It's not the next Bitcoin. You've made your money. Now, will it come back? Maybe. I don't know, but I'm not interested. But memes are going everywhere. Everyone is super excited. And you feel the mania in the air. You feel you have cheated the system. You're coming in to your 9 to 5. Your collars are down. Maybe you're not even. Maybe you used to wear your shirt like this. Maybe you take a little button down because you're that. And that's honestly how you'll feel. Genuinely. You'll feel so confident. An extra button's down. You just got a different walk. You're talking different. Maybe you've got some confidence to hitting that chick that you like. I don't know. Maybe you start going to the gym. Maybe everything's just getting better. You just feel amazing, right? Because there's nothing. I think there's only a couple of things that can give you power as a man. I know there's females out there. It's probably the same. I don't know. I'm a guy. But there's only a couple of things that can make you just alive. And that is, in the gym, building an impressive physique. It's some sort of interaction with a female. And the most important one for me is when you just make a shit ton of money. Especially when it's like, you didn't really do anything. All you did was invest and be early. I think that is when you feel like everything's going crazy. But, and it's a big but, my lesson from the previous run was this felt great. I was out at the club with one of my buddies called Dean. Dean, if you're watching this, hope you're well. Haven't heard from you in a while. We were so fucking excited. Like, it was almost like this Dean guy, it was a little bit annoying because he was like, oh, Jake, show your portfolio. And I was whipping up my Celsius portfolio. It was like 650k. And I was like, yeah. I don't really like that stuff though. I'm not about that. I'm just like, keep it to myself, because I know, especially in the UK, man, there's some fucking enemies out there. But I'll kill anybody that tries to take my portfolio. Good luck. But I don't like attention like that, especially in a drunk scenario, right? You never know. But regardless, all the crypto bros, and it was just me and Dean, there was a bunch of other guys, it was like fuck, we just felt so good, right? Like times a million. And even like waking up the next day, everything was great. Until it wasn't. What happened was, again, we were influenced by the big boys. We didn't understand a bear market was coming. And it was all in all, we had a big group chat as well. Not a big group chat, a few group chats. And it was like, when the bear market hit, we just seen people just like go silent. And then just some people would just randomly leave this group chat. And I didn't understand what was going on, because I was like, okay, well, we're just having a little retrace now. Bitcoin's, say it was at 69. I'll show you exactly. And again, this is mostly for altcoins, but it's better on Bitcoin's example. It's like, okay, we're just having our cool off. We'll go again. Oh yeah, we're just having a cool off, right? So then we hit this like 35k mark. Portfolio's down 50%. I was like, okay, yeah, just lost 300k overnight. It's okay. It's fine. It's coming back. Yeah, pop says it's going to $1 million. Plan B. 250k. Yeah, it's fine, bro. We get the pump again. Oh yeah, feeling better. Oh, this is it. Now we're off. We're chilled now. Nice. 46k again. Yep, the 100k is in the target. I'll sell at 125, 85, whatever. I'll sell my Ethereum at like 8k. I'll sell my other coins. H-bar is going back to 50, 60, 70 cents at this point. Has to happen, right? No, wrecked. Completely fucking wrecked. Okay? And it taught me a lesson of like, okay, greed will wreck you in everything, but mostly in cryptocurrency and investing. If you are greedy and you've not understood how much money you've technically just made, which is a lifetime for some people. I know a lot of people that lost millions of dollars in the run. I know a lot of small investors, like Dean. He lost, I think, 30, 40, 50k. Might be less, might be more. I can't remember the exact numbers, but that was a shit ton of money. And he did not put in a lot of money. He put in like 3 to 4 to maybe 5k, man. And he's never had this money in his life. And we just stopped talking. Everybody just kind of was like, oh yeah, crypto's dead. I remember taking a break from YouTube as well. And it wasn't because I was sad. I was just like, fuck, how'd that happen? What happened? I remember, if you remember, some guys like Matt Chase, for example. Is his name Matt Chase? I can't remember. Just these YouTubers just completely deleting all their content. And I was like, okay, reality's setting in. It's probably over. And I was like, fuck, shit, wait a minute. And then I understood that I was like, okay, well, we've got another 3 to 4 years of nothing. We better get to work. We better start working on our business, because there was nothing else to do. There's no point in buying any more coins. There was no point on really DCA at that point, because for me, it was like, okay, we could go all the way to fucking square one again. Should have been still decent in, of course, when full bear market happened, but I took some time off, and you probably will as well. But if you understand, if you just buy, we go back to the title to sum this video up, you only need to hold these coins, bull market starting. The bull market's not starting. It's the same game for me and the people in our private community. Check the link below if you want to get involved. And we're playing the same game. We're investing, we're DCAing. Some people are cooling off, understand, and will come back in. But if you're just playing this game, you're filling up your coins for 2024. Okay, you can experience this all over again, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest bull runs ever. And I also think it's going to be one of the last major ones. You can still come up and ride some small cap coins in the next one, 2030 or whenever the math would be. But I think it's going to be one of the biggest, one of the best. And if you're not prepared, because the title of this video, let's be honest, you can buy anything you want, you're going to be absolutely fine. Don't buy some meme coins, have a little bit of fun with them in the last phase. But get your big cap coins, get your lower cap coins, have some riskier plays, have some AI projects. I'm getting a little bit pissed off with Render because I can't get it right now, especially can't get it right now. But I may have to miss this one out. But I will ride it on the lily pad method, okay? All you need to do is DCA, get your income up. Understand when this starts to happen, you've got 2 ways to play it. Bank some cash, okay? Feel good about yourself. And then roll over some money If you want to go that way, that's absolutely fine. You don't even have to do that. But if you want to get serious gains, if you've got a small amount of money, you will need to play this game. So study this very good. Pull up some altcoins, pull up some previous charts, play this game, and you'll be a very wealthy person by the next bull run. You'll be able to quit your job. You'll be able to find your passion, whatever that is. You'll be able to do what you want to do, okay? But if you get this wrong, you'll be in the exact same situation, probably for the rest of your life, unless you figure something out, okay? A lot of people need cryptocurrency to make a ton of money and change their financial situation. You can, think about this, you can change your life in this bull run. You can physically change your life to really get what you want to do. Or it can completely wreck you, okay? I'm not going to get into all the fucking suicides that happened with Lunas and Celsius crashes. People killed themselves because they were on the other side. You can do this, get fucking rich, find your passion, or just buy yourself time. Like 50k, 100k, it's not rich, right? But if you've never had that amount of money from a small bag, you can quit your job and you can really figure something out, find your passion. That is going to buy you enough time to figure out what you want to do. I promise you that. The other side is, if you get this wrong and you think you're the smartest man in the world and you come in with the 5k on the goal to get 50 to 100k, you've got the right goal, you've got the right mission, but if you play it wrong, you're going to lose that 5k. That's probably the last 5k you have. You're going to be stuck in at 9 to 5 forever, and you're going to be feeling like absolute rubbish because everybody else, and this is the worst part, finish with this, everybody else in your family, I felt this, it's like, oh, what happened to cryptocurrency? Did you sell? Did you, like, I heard cryptocurrency was a scam, like it's on the TV, and you're going to be sitting there because you're going to be talking about cryptocurrency saying, yeah, my goal is to get 50k, 100k, and you turned that 5k into $50 because you got wrecked. Get to work. You know what to do. Peace.